things that we have at Gotham City that is really not offered anywhere else is our Trazer technology. It's truly dynamic, and there are three areas that they really focus on, which are fantastic for us because it's really a part of what we do. And so the first has to do with functional rehab. The good thing about Trazer is it's very dynamic, and it really involves and engages the patient. They also have interactive games, so whether they're shuffling back and forth, throwing an imaginary ball against the goalie who truly exists in space and Trazer. If you're competitive, you're going to want to win. You're going to have to move faster than your opponent. And even though it may seem like a game, you're really using a bunch of different muscle groups, you're working your core, and you're doing functional rehab, which no one's really using in a regular physical therapy setting. The next is it'll take you through a bunch of different drills, whether you're running forward and backwards, side to side, jumping, and it can measure your acceleration, deceleration, reaction time, and so forth, and it gives you a composite score. The next is concussion management. We do baseline testing. This computer standardizes it. So they standardize your best test, and so by having the baseline Trazer test, we go through rehab, which they have 7 phases of concussion rehab built through Trazer. What we're most concerned about after a patient has a concussion is when are they ready to return to sport. So once someone sustains a concussion, their symptoms return to normal, we then present them with their final Trazer test, and if they're really ready to return to play, then we'll have a score that's very similar to what their baseline was. And if they're not ready, I assure you, I took the test myself, if you don't have all your faculties, you're not going to make it. And so this allows us to simulate a game situation without putting these kids at risk. The reason that's so important is that children's brains, we're talking about 21 and under, are not as developed as an adult, and after they sustain a concussion, they really have to be back to baseline before they go back to contact sports. They could sustain second impact syndrome, which is cerebral edema and death, and we don't want to have that on our watch.